Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming. Today I'm bringing you the new Nuzzle Raichu from Cosmic Eclipse, and this is a guy that I've been super hyped for and really excited to play, and this is going to be the first of two different builds I want to try out with this Raichu. So yeah, let's have a look at what this Raichu does. He's got the Nuzzle attack, which is really important because it means that we can search the Raichu out with things like Emolga, and that's super important when Pokemon search in general is really tough at the moment. So being able to pull that out with the Emolga is huge. Plus we can also evolve straight into our Raichus and still use our Pachyrisu's Snuggly generators, which is amazing just to accelerate all those lightning energies on, which is gonna, I'm gonna talk about in a moment. But we've got this powerful spark attack. For one lightning energy, does 20 times the amount of lightning energy attached to all of our Pokemon in play. So what we're really after here is to get a couple of Pikachus probably down, a Pachirisu down, then a Emolga's down for our engine. Use the Pachirisu Snuggly generator to attach a heap of lightning energies onto the field, and then start smashing with our Raichu, our Raichu here, so our Nuzzle Raichu. So that's really the game plan. So we've got other ways to accelerate, well, one other way to accelerate lightning energy as well, and that's the Tapu Koko Prism Star. So if we do lose a couple of Pachirisus or whatever we lose lightning energies on, maybe a Pachirisu and a Raichu, we can quickly go get those two lightning energies back, and then that's an extra 40 damage as well. We've also teched in here an Electros, and I love the Electros as a tech here because we get another option to go into the late game. So we might not find our Brox or something and miss out on getting into our Raichu, or we might have a Raichu prize, something like that, and it gives us another attacking option because we're probably going to have a lot of lightning energy stuck on Pachirisu or Emolga. In the late game, we can just quickly whack them all over to the Electros, swing in. We've suddenly got 150 HP instead of 120. That might be better in some matchups, just save us a little bit. But the Electric Swamp, basically, as long as there's 4 lightning energy onto the field, which we're going to have pretty often in the late game, we're able to just quickly swing in with the Electros and use the Hover Over for 130 base, which is kind of nice, and then we can use, obviously, E-Powers to power up and get to the numbers that we need to. So we can get to one-shot numbers on big tag team Pokemon, but we really are a bit two-shot deck, so the rest of it's about trying to make sure we can get those 2 shots. So if they run away with that GX Pokemon, we've got Great Catcher here, which allows us to discard 2 from our hand and then switch one of the GX Pokemon into the active so we can finish things off. It's also great for Dedenne sniping, so we can quickly get KOs like that. We've got the Professor Elms. I know we've got a lot of really good Pokemon search, but we really want to make sure that we're getting our Pikachus, Pachirisus, and our Emolgas in the same turn, especially getting 2 of these out at the same turn. That's super important. So Professor Elms is the idea that we can go and search out our Pikachu, search out our Emolga, and make sure that we can use the Emolga to get the Pachirisu, fill our bench up, and maximize our opportunity into as many lightning energies as we can straight away. So that's the reason we're running Elms. Another new card here is Rosa. So Rosa is great for non-GX decks because whenever they KO one of our Pokemon, we get to play this Rosa here, and allows us to go get a Pokemon, a trainer card, and a basic energy card, reveal them, and put them straight into our hands. So that's brilliant. We can just go and get a Pokemon, trainer card, energy card. I mean, this Electros, Rosa works great for, because we can go and just grab our Electros, we can get an energy card that we can play for that turn, and we can also go and grab something else that we might need, whether that be a Brox, whether that be an E-Power, whether that, something else that we need for that turn. Maybe we need a Great Catcher, So it's just a huge card that I absolutely love here, that fits in quite nicely. So we got Cynthia and Titanizer as our other draw, and our stadium of choice here is the Chaotic Swell. So the Chaotic Swell, whenever either player plays a stadium card from their hand, to discard that stadium card, like we discard that stadium card, discarding this one as well, and essentially that means they need to play 2 stadium cards to get 1 stadium card into play. So this is our way of trying to make the stadium cards really difficult to play. So that's the deck. Let's check out how this particular version goes, and we'll compare it in our next video with my other version I'm yet to test yet, but I'm really excited to build. So yeah, let's get started. Hello Black Angle, welcome. I keep forgetting that going second with this deck is probably better, but anyway. We got the Emolga, got the Elms turn 1, can wait in the poker gear for later. Hopefully getting something good with it, but just a little bit later. So we got greens, we got Mars, there's gonna be hand control. which could be really bad. Alright. Grab a couple of cards here. Get an Emolga down, that seems fine. Alright, we'll grab this. We'll grab ourselves out. Oh yeah, because I'm Elmsing. Grab these. That seems good. So I reckon we want double Pikachu down with a Pachirisu down. So another gathering ourselves a Pachirisu. That feels pretty good. Energy attached to this guy. Little one is our third guy. We'll grab a Raichu. I feel like, honestly, another Emolga is not the end of the world to have that down. That's what we'll do. And this allows us to pull something else. So we'll pull a Pachirisu. Just the moment. And we've Nuzzle gathered from Loop, so we'll just hold. So there's a pretty good chance this Emolga goes down, potentially for 2 prizes here as well, which is going to put me on a super big clock. So if you're able to get to that Beast game GX with the Beast energy, we could be in a lot of trouble very quickly. Very quickly. Trevenant Dusknoir. Alright, so that feels like you're not going that play. Is going to be super hand control-ish. And constantly shuffling things back in. It'll be interesting to see how this goes against that, to be honest. Will be interesting. Oh, very slow start. That's really good for me. I mean, real good for me. So, what do we want to do? Let's get a couple of Raichus up. So, a couple of Raichus. Ready to roll. Boop. Boop. Well, energy attached to just an Emolga. That seems fun. And Cynthia out. Yeah, that seems good. So we have Great Catcher if we want to. But we're not attacking at the moment, so I don't feel there's any benefit whatsoever. So retreat. Who has the Nuzzle Gathering still to go? You two. You could be trying to discard cards, so just in case you are, let's just pull Pachirisus. Another Pachirisu. And we'll now snugly generate up ourselves a whole heap of lightning energies onto the board. Which feels pretty good. And if I get another one of them off, like, we are big, like a big threat to you all of a sudden. I mean like a super big threat. So it would have to be stamped here, surely. There's the Lieutenant Surge. Bills. Gets the Beast Ring and the Switch. So you'd have to assume this Pachirisu goes down here. Have to assume that. But you do need to get another Miss Magius. So Mars, that's fun. Gonna stamp me. Expect that to come. So attaching an energy to one of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I put 3 onto the Mulgars, it's 12, it's 240. Then I'm only E powers away, aren't I? I feel like that's what we're going to do. I feel like right now we burn the Professor Elms. Actually, no. We'll Cynthia. Let's get a fresh hand. Got an Electros. Just don't want things that you can discard, that's all. So go and get the Pachirisu. Didn't really want to hit that Raichu. I mean, we could Great Catcher and just make things awkward for you. That's something we could do. Because then you'd have to hit a switch again. It means that you've got to hit more. While I do my Snuggly Generator. Maybe we'll just Snuggly Generator. Leave the Great Catcher. Because then I have a big hand for your hand disruption stuff. I'm assuming got more reset stamps. We'll Snuggly Generator. Grab 2 energies. Chuck them to you. And to you. So this takes the energies off of my active, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's just the active. So you got greens, so you're going to have an explosive turn here. But at least that means it's not a Lieutenant Surge turn. So I'm sort of okay with that. Mysterious Treasure, and you're going to stamp me again. But you shouldn't have any... anything that can discard cards, which is my bigger concern just at the moment. Is if you've got things that can discard my cards. So there's the stamp. That suggests that you can't actually get that Mismagius evolved yet. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, we want to retreat into our Raichu this turn. Do I want to try and get... so how many am I hitting for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 180. There's way too many Electro Powers that I'd need to get. So we definitely want that down. Well... I think we do spend the Electro Power no matter what. Yeah. So we'll retreat to the Raichu. Electro Power here. Professor Elms. Go and get ourselves a couple of Pikachus out. Go and pull in all of our Pachirisus again. So that burns the Professor Elms from the deck. Something that's not really useful to me anymore. But we now start putting him under a lot of pressure. Plus we got the roses sitting here. You've used 2 reset stamps. Assuming you probably got 2 more. But that Trevenant Dusknoir is under a lot of pressure now. To make something happen pretty quickly. You need one more to get the Pale Moon, which you could. That's actually a big threat. I didn't think about. But we could Titanize a switch. But you'd probably reset stamp me, so I can't really decide what we're going to do. Tag switch. Interesting to see if you want to bring them here. You do? Because it could be a bit risky. I'm assuming you'll go with... You're gonna reds. I'm assuming you're gonna go get a stamp here. Managed to get the Lieutenant Surge. So I'm assuming this will be a stamp. But I do have the KO with the Raichu. Unless you use the Pale Moon GX now. Which would be super annoying. Because then the Raichu's going to go on the next turn. And it gives you another opportunity to try and get into that, like another Beast Ring. Nah, gonna hit the Night Watch. Okay. That's fine. You hit a Pachirisu and a Pikachu. That's not a big deal. Yeah, I was gonna just knock out that Pokemon. You're gonna be very slow charging another one up, so... Alright. Hello, Chenzek. Welcome. Ah, you know exactly what I'm doing. Mind you, when Nuzzle comes out, you're gonna know anyway. Kinda wish you didn't know I had the Electros, though. I just feel like this guy is nuts in this deck for late game. To come in and sweep. Couple of Mulgers. And Poke Gears to try and save us from here. So we are going second, so no matter what, we do need to pick ourselves up a, oh, we got SlowDuck. Pick ourselves up a, Pachirisu. What this does mean is I'm going to lose my Pachirisu first turn, but that's probably okay. As long as we can get a fair hit into this SlowDuck. We'll probably have some healing around it, which is going to be annoying. I'm getting Pokemon Center Lady already. It's the only downside of two-shotting. Alright, we'll chuck that down. Feel like we're Nuzzly gathering ourselves out another Emolga, no matter what. We pull ourselves out of Pachirisu, because that's super important. Honestly, I think it depends whether or not I hit on a Pokegear to what our other Emolga pulls. So we hit a Professor Elms, alright, that's fun. We'll grab that. So Elms ourselves, go and get Pikachu, and Emolga. That seems fun. Alright, so we'll go Pikachu, pull ourselves out here, whoops. Go get ourselves the Raichu, oops, not you, you. Alright, NG attached to the Pachirisu. Nearly put it to the wrong guy there. Go and Snuggling Generator. Go and get a heap of these guys. Chuck them all into you. We should automatically detect that, like, you got 5 Pokemon that need these NGs, you just pulled 5 out. Obviously one's going to get one each. And just chucks them all in there for you. Something I kind of wish would happen, but anyway. So we've got a nice hit of 120 at least on the next turn. There's a couple of ways to think about it. This is going to have to go through the active. We could just Pachirisu again and get to ridiculous numbers. I think that's what we'll do. Honestly. Because you're probably sitting there chilling thinking, I'm coming in with the Raichu on the next turn. But I actually think I go in with a Pachirisu again. And just get to a point where I've got the potential to bring up some E-powers and just big time take you down. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Go and get ourselves a Pachirisu. Have a look at our deck. We've got 3 lightning energies. Ooh, that's ugly. Do we have our Tapu Koko? We do, so that's fine if we can find our way into it. Alright, well, we'll do this. We'll take a chance here with those 3 energies. At the end of the day, we're putting those 3 energies on you anyway, so that's fine. So Raichu down. Raichu down. Lightning energy to you. Do we want to Mulgapools before? We kind of want to empty our deck if we can after, but I feel like it's too important to hit right now on this Pokegear. And I mean like way too important. So we might... Apparently we're going to Nuzzle. Apparently that's what we're going to do, is we're going to Nuzzle. Hit heads. Paralyze our opponent. And pay the price by losing an Emolga. That is a bad misclick. That is such a bad misclick. Because I'm pretty sure that I'm going to pay the price here. Such a bad misclick. Well, I didn't. I didn't pay the price. Goodness knows how. Let's quickly Pokegear. We'll go get a Cynthia. I think we'll leave the other Pokegear in deck. We'll just Cynthia out. Yeah, that seems fine. How I didn't pay the price there, I have no idea. We've got the comms. We've got the hand we nearly want. I'm gonna be very careful here. I can't believe I did that. I really can't believe I did that. So, back to the plan. We're going to use Pachirisu this turn, retreat to you, and Snuggly Generator. Grab those 3. Yeah, I bet my opponent did not see that Nuzzle play coming. Just did not see that Nuzzle play coming. It was all part of my plan. All part of my plan. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I should have 10 energies on board. Hitting for 200. With the Raichu next. Which feels pretty good. And we go and set up our eel at the same time. Then I'm just looking for some E-powers. What's this guy do, by the way? Okay, Terrify. It's annoying. Means I'd have to hit with evolution Pokemon. Which, you know, they're kind of my only Pokemon I really have. So you can run some Ditch and Splash. I'm just trying to like hit with numbers that are so big that it's going to make it awkward to try and have to heal this completely. Preferably what I'd want to hit here, but what we're really going for is 2 E-powers. I might actually custom capture this across as well. That feels pretty good because there's Pokemon that I just don't need anymore. So Dance the Ancients. Quickly grab you 2. Chuck a lightning to you, that feels fine. Quickly comms you back into deck. Go and get our eel. That seems fine. Chuck our eel down. Get an NG from you, NG from you, NG from you. And Engie from you. Alright, there's plenty of Engies. Onto the eel. We'll Emolga ourselves the Emolga. Get rid of Pachirisu and the Emolga here for a great catcher. Get rid of you two. Swap that one in, and then we'll Cynthia. Do we get our 2? No, we don't. So that's unfortunate. So what we'll do is retreat to this guy. Oops, not just yet. Nuzzle Gathering ourselves a Pikachu. And anyone else can nuzzle? Yep, Nuzzle Gathering ourselves a Raichu. That feels fun. Yep. Feels pretty good to me. And we'll now Powerful Spark. And put a lot of pressure on this SlowDuck. So 200 damage onto that SlowDuck. Got our Eel ready to go, our Raichu ready to go. Plenty of Engies on the board. Lost 2 prizes in the process, but we've got tag teams sitting around to try and take some prizes with, or against, I should say. And the light press I wouldn't have thought would have been in a good way either. Makes it harder for you to attack this turn as well, which is protecting the Raichu. And what we're probably looking at doing now is just thinning these Pokecoms out and still digging to try and find E-Powers, really. That's what we want from here, is just some E-Powers. Alright, no attack. So that's what we'll do. Just thin these guys. Because, in fact, I should have thinned this last turn when I think about it. Because I don't have any use for them anymore. I can search everything that's in my deck. So, we'll Liza, shuffle. Just dig for these E-Powers. Another custom catcher. We've got 1 E-Power. Nuzzle Gathering. Didn't find our roses either. But surely we've got pretty good odds to top deck something good. So we'll grab that. Is there anything else to grab? I don't think there is. I think I've got everything. Let me just double check. Yep, got everything. Cool. We've got 1 E-Power in hand, so that feels pretty good. We'll Powerful Spark. Take out this SlowDuck. Go and get ourselves 3 prizes. Got another Lightning Energy, which is good. So we can power up a Pikachu. Got a Cynthia, so there's a draw while we're trying to find our E-Powers to one-shot this SlowDuck. So I'm really feeling good about things now. Coach Trainer. So you could try and reset stamp me here. That'd be another way. So yeah, trying to power up the bench to be able to switcheroo, but we're just trying to one-shot. And trying to avoid those kind of shenanigans and just go with the one shot. So we might actually even great catcher here just to thin the deck even further. Get rid of the elms, get rid of something else. That seems fine. And apparently it's dangerous for me to put like a Mulgas up here because I just like to nuzzle. So we did lose an Engie, so that's sad. But we got double E-Power. We're hitting for 180. That's only 240. Oh. Because it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, hang on. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 200. Plus double E-Power, we've got there. 260. Yeah, we're good. So, E-Power. E-Power. Retreat to the Raichu. And my friend Electros, you're not even needed. Whack you out. And there we go. Oh, I had an E-Power prize, didn't even realise. Didn't even check. GG's, GG's. Hello, Riverian, welcome. I feel like those benefits are going second though. I mean, we got the Pachirisu that we want up front. We'll just chuck the Pachirisu up front. We'll hold the Pikachu, although we got the Elms, and we're going first. We don't have any draw. We Pikachu down. We Pikachu down. It's an okay hand to go second on, to be honest. But anyway. Chuck this down. What's this guy do? That's rude. Very rude. We'll Elms ourselves. Go and get ourselves some Mulgers and another Pikachu. Well, that's enough. Yeah. Mulga down. A Mulga down. Pikachu down. Nuzzle gathering ourselves. Another Mulga. Kind of feel like tripping Mulga's fine here. That's what we'll do. Just so we can continue thinning the deck, because we need to desperately find ourselves some supporter action. I feel like Raichus are the next thing. Yeah, so we'll go and get ourselves a couple of Raichus. And I think we'll hold in the KX spell to next turn, so we can't snugly generate a turn 1, which makes me sad, but we're okay. We're okay with this. Gonna have a couple of Raichus turn 2. Gonna have some damage counters on us, which is really bad. Potentially on our Mulga too. And this is probably gonna have spell tags and Tina's, which will be the one matchup we don't like. Is the psychic spell tags. I just don't see us winning that. Ever, really. Getting the Mally. What, do you have a Lily for turn 1 or something? So if you put it on a Mulga, you can get a KO on the next turn, which makes me sad. But you're going to put it on the Pikachu. It's fine, because I can evolve you straight up and protect you from the Azelf at least. Didn't top deck anything that's useful. So we'll just have to continue Nuzzle gathering ourselves just to thin the deck. I feel like we Chaotic Swell down just to take away any... It doesn't really matter what I'm drawing here, does it? I don't think so. But take away anything, like any stadium play for the next turn. So that's what we'll do. We'll chuck that down. And we'll NG attach to you for the moment. And then Snuggly Generator. Thin out a heap of NGs. And let's hope that we can get somewhere with this. So we're definitely swinging in on the next turn. You got your Malamar up. We'll swing in with a Raichu on the next turn. You've got your Cynthia. I wonder if that was your top deck. Because you didn't play a supporter last time, which is surprising. While I'm trying to unbrick myself. I'm gonna have to pay the Manure Retreat to start hitting him with a Raichu. I really am. Fighting NG. So this seems like TinaChomp then. And this is setting things up for TinaChomp. What's going to be really important if that's the case? Is protecting the Emolga with 2 lightning energies. That's something that's going to be important. I wouldn't mind getting the first hit on you, like just a hit straight away. Adventure bags. This will go and get the spell tags, which is really something I was hoping to avoid. There's nothing I can do about that. Things with spell tags, I think, is the big weakness of this deck. I mean, like a really big weakness to this deck. Because you don't even have to hit through the front line. You can just pick off my Emolgas and you're reducing the damage output of my deck significantly. So you can like hit into this guy and take out 2 energies when I hit back. Although you're going to hit into the Raichu. Alright, well that's fine. I'd rather that. Poke gear, thank you. Just thinking to myself. Kind of like having the Pokecoms. Let's see what this gets me. Rosa could be really good for next turn because it allows me to go get Tapu Koko, plus I can then... I can have Tapu Koko, I can have... I'm gonna go Rosa. Let's be greedy. Let's pretend I've got everything I need. Retreat to the Raichu. Hopefully I don't pay for being greedy here. Just feel like I don't need to shuffle. And having the Rosa in hand is just nuts. Got the Pokecoms to go and get our Eel. The Rosa can make sure that we can go and get ourselves our Tapu Koko as well. Tapu Koko Eel down seems pretty good to me. So then we'll Powerful Spark, take out this Azelf. See where you want to put those damage counters. Which you might put them on the Emolga so you can whack that Emolga out. I'm kind of hoping you don't. I'm kind of hoping you just put them onto these Raichus, which is fine. Yeah, okay. That seems good. Alright, so you're going to go with Zelf. Wasn't who I was thinking. Definitely was not who I was thinking. Which means I kind of want to Engie attach this turn. Rose is not going to allow me to do that unless he takes someone out. $90. I mean, you can set up a KO on this Raichu now. On the way back to you. And I give up the Pachirisu, I'd say. So you lose 2 Pokemon. I lose... Yeah. Alright. We'll see what happens with that sort of play. See, I'm surprised you didn't do that before. Which means my plan... How much do you hit for? 160. One, two, three. Just putting some things into perspective. So 1, 2, 3. Shut up, game. I'm thinking. How many lightning energies do I have? 3. So 4, 5, 6 is hitting for 120. But then I'm not really doing much else after that. Having the other Emolga down's a pain in the backside right now. We're kind of limited to doing this. Let's just Powerful Spark. Not gonna even bother thinking about things. Let's just go Powerful Spark. Once you take out that back Emolga. Yep. Shaun will take out the Raichu now. Wish I had a lightning energy before that I could have gotten a manual attachment with. See, that's the only thing I was going to Cynthia for, is to get that. So I'll have 3 lightning left on the board. But what's interesting here is you just put this straight in the active, and you need a fighting and another psychic on it. Wow. Well, that's not going to get the fighting. And you don't have someone you can punch out just at the moment. We might get a bit lucky here. We might get very lucky here. In that we've lost our Emolga, so we can now get our Tapu Koko down. Got plenty of Engies in the bin to do it as well. Got an Engie Spinner, got a Fighting Engie, but you can't touch that this turn. You can come back into this guy, but you can't get a KO this turn, which is massive, absolutely massive. Oh, you had the double switch, but you still can't get the KO this turn. You can hit anyone you like. So the question really is, who do you want to hit? The backline Raichu, set him up for possible tag action, things like that. Can't use a Rosa this turn, but we can now Pokecoms, which we will. Put you back. We'll go and get ourselves the Tapu Koko, that seems fine. So Tapu Koko down. We'll dance the Ancients here, grab you and you. Chuck an Engie here, chuck an Engie here. That seems fun. I like putting the other Engie on the Pachirisu just the moment. Set up another Pikachu could be good for this turn. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Set up another Pikachu. Engie attached to the Pikachu. And nearly tempted to hold again, to be honest. There's nothing to grab. I kind of want to use the Rosa more than anything else. I mean, I could Brock's Grit the other Engie back. We didn't do that. I feel like we're going to have enough attackers this game, because we've lost an Emolga anyway. So we'll put that back. Go and Nuzzle Gathering out ourselves you. Oh, we had a Pachirisu in. Oh yeah, because I just put it back in there, didn't I? And then Nuzzle Gathering the Pachirisu. So we can still go with that Eel play a little bit later if we want. So Powerful Spark at this stage. Get a nice hit into this TinaChomp. 140. That seems pretty good. So it's only 130 left to go on this TinaChomp, which my Eel can do, but we want to do it with the Raichu, really. That's how we want to play it. Now, if they take out my bench, does that still count? You can play this if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during the opponent's last turn. Yeah, it doesn't say whether it's benched or not. So, yeah, it feels like I can play the Rosa on the next turn. Which allows me to go and get an Engie for an Engie attachment, which is really good. Allows me basically to just go and get the cards I need for the next turn, so yeah, it seems fine. I mean, the GG end is annoying, but I've got plenty of the end. Like, the spread of NGs is good right now. So I feel like you have to start taking prizes, not trying to discard things. I'm so happy that you were really worried about the Raichus and not so worried about just hitting out those Emolgas with the spell tags. I think you probably realised a little bit later, but realised it just a little bit too late. So smack him out. We're going to hit with this Raichu no matter what, so let's just put the Raichu in the active. We don't need the Emolga in the active. Well, we do have ourselves... Oh, we're top decking energy as well. We do have ourselves a beautiful Rosa. So that can go and get ourselves an Eel. Go and get ourselves... Do we want a Great Catcher for next turn? Do another Rosa for next turn? It's like, what do we actually want here? An E-Power for next turn. I think E-Power is just adding them up is really, really good. So I think we'll grab the E-Power for next turn. That seems good. Alright. We'll chuck the Pikachu down. Chuck the energy to the Pikachu. Evolve you to a Raichu. That seems fine. I don't think we've got anything else here to grab. But the deck is thinning slowly. We don't want to E-Power just here. We're kind of done with what we want to do. So we'll just Powerful Spark. Whack out this TinaChomp. Go and get ourselves 3 prize cards. Perhaps I should have got Great Catcher. Maybe that's something I should have got. Well, 1 prize card away. We don't need the Great Catcher. The only reason I was thinking about even a Great Catcher was to thin these guys, because I don't need them anymore. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7th will be there. So we're hitting in basically the plan from here. It's hitting with this Raichu. We've got another Raichu ready to roll. Chuck the Eel down. Swing those energies from these guys to the Eel. And then really we're just trying to get as much damage as we can. You're going with a sleep play. Oh, that's game then. I'll just chuck another one of you down. We'll chuck another energy down just because I want as much damage as I can. So we'll E-Power. As well as a little bit of a switcheroo. And devastate you. So try to buy turns with the sleep. But I had the Tantalizer sitting ready for that. So hello Falco, welcome. This will play in this hand. It's a beautiful starting hand. Oh, hang on, I want the Tapu Koko down. Definitely want the Tapu Koko down. Yeah, we probably will. Pidgeotto. We got Pidgeotto control with Jirachi. Nah, it's got to be Baby Blounce. This has to be Baby Blounce, doesn't it? Feeling like it's Baby Blounce. With the turn 1 Elms as well. The tricky thing about this is going to be able to... is trying to... What am I thinking here? Keep up with the prize... catch up the prize card race? Really? That's what I think is going to be really difficult here. Because I need to use a... what do you call it? What do I need to hit? 120. 120 is not much. So 1, 2, 3, 4 I think is good enough. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 80 damage plus my energy attachment. 100 damage for the next turn. but then I can bring 2 energies from the discard. Yeah, I feel like this is fine. So Tapu Koko down at this stage. We want to go this for a Pikachu. That's what we want here. Want to fill this bench, so we want another Emolga. So grab that last Emolga and then get the Pachirisu. I mean, what would be ideal is having a way to bin 2 cards here, but I doubt I'm going to get that. So we need a Pachirisu. Get that onto User. Cynthia. Got a Stadium card to oust that Heat Factory. That could be good for the next turn. We'll retreat to Pachirisu. So here, we'll just Snuggly Generator. Go and get these energies. So it's only 4 down, which makes me a little bit sad. But that is what it is. It's going to be down to whether or not I can actually catch up the prize card race. Because I'm assuming, like with Trip Pidgeotto straight away, that Baby Blounds is going to have everything it needs to just be able to cruise through this match and get KO after KO. So what do you need from here? A board, which like you're gonna get everything you need. You got the Ultimate Star. Because you need board, welder, and then 2 fire engines. That's it. I don't see you missing it. I really don't see you missing it. And he kind of stamp proofed now. There's the welder. I'd be shocked if you didn't have everything you needed. And I'd be like, I mean, absolutely shocked. You didn't. Oh, wow. That's huge. That's actually huge. That's incredibly huge. So first thing is, let's go and get the Raichu. That's something we want for sure. We're attacking this turn with this Raichu. So we're definitely retreating out to the Raichu. We want an NG attached somewhere. Do I want to pull Pokemon out and then go with the Pokegear? Because what do we need? We've got the NGs to get the KO here. It's just the question, don't we? Kind of want an NG attached to... What do I have to bin something? Nothing, do I? So I feel like we will just grab a Pikachu. I feel like we'll Tapu Koko now, because I don't think we need a huge amount, to be honest, in terms of the NGs. We'll get the Pikachu down so we can drop that to it. I think we'll just Liza out. Shuffle. Leave the Pokegear to go and hopefully search for things. Alright, we've got Rosa. We're Nuzzly gathering ourselves. We'll go and get a Raichu, just so that's ready. Alright, and we'll now Powerful Spark, take out this Jirachi. We're hitting the absolute number that we need to, 120 for these Baby Blounds. But what's huge here is that miss has given me the first prize card, so now he has to get that back. What I need is a Brock's Grid at some point. That's going to be super important for me, is a Brock's Grid at some point. Because I'm going to have my Eel, I'm going to have 2 Raichus. I just need to get a Raichu back. So nearly what I want here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, I need to Rosa in the next turn no matter what. Can't afford a Brock's Grit on the next turn. Because I have to NG attach every single turn now. That's what's going to be key. It's going to be tough. It is certainly going to be tough. So I'm assuming these 2 are going to go to you. And then NG attach here. So you got 2 Blowns ready to go. But you also need to possibly recover something as well. But there is a new item Pokemon recovery. Which makes me a bit sad. So we're attacking with you no matter what. So there's no point putting anything else out. Oh, we got the NG. If you could find Brock's, it'd be huge. But I feel like that's not going to happen. Rosa can go get Brock's though, can't Rosa? Let's get a Pikachu down. Pretty sure Rosa can go and get Brock's because that says trainer card, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Because that's my big concern right now, is finding that Brock's. So I think we don't Poker Gear for it because that's just a little bit cheeky, I feel. And we Rosa now. So we'll Rosa now. Go and get the Eel. Go and get the Brock's. And the Lightning NG. So we've got the Lightning NG attachment for next turn while we can Brock's, which is huge. Hopefully. As long as you don't stamp me this turn, because that'll be painful if you do. But we'll just Powerful Spark. Take you out. I mean, there well and truly could be a stamp coming. But I go into 4 cards still. And I feel like I've got a huge deck, like huge set list left, so we've got the Eel we can throw down as well. But I don't think we want the Eel down this early. I think we're just still looking at the Raichu combo. I want the Eel for our finisher. Which is going to be the other tricky thing. We need to be able to get into our Eel to finish. Although, is my opponent still here? My opponent might not still be here. It's a bit of a shame. This is like a really good match. Because I think this match could go like right to the wire. But I really don't think he's still here. Yeah, I think he's left. So I guess he can still... Oh no, he's still here. Good, good. That's what we want. We want a good match. So I feel like this is still anyone's game. I feel like I have the edge. But it's like, who can get the pieces they need right through the match? You've got the Pidgeotto engine, which is amazing. But I have like all the Emolgas that you could want. Heatran's an interesting one. Swinging with the Heatran, which suddenly means that Brock's isn't good enough. This turn, I'd need to be able to one-shot the Heatran. So it does change the plan a fair bit. Yep, swinging in with the Heatran. I want to Brox this turn. What can I hit? 120? Which means I need too much. I have to try and go with the 2-shot and the Heatran. But there's now a 2-prizer on the field. So if I don't take this KO this turn, is that the end of the world? I don't think so. With the 2-prizer on the field, as long as I can hit into you now, yes, you'll pull ahead, but we can finish off with that Heatran later with our great catches. So I think this is just still power on ahead, Brock's Grit. That seems fine. Yeah, we'll go Pikachu in, Raichu down, Pikachu in, and we just mosey on in. So Raichu down, Pikachu down, Lightning Energy to our Pikachu, Brock's Grit, go and get ourselves our full line of you and you two back. Start pulling stuff out. So I'm assuming you could well and truly run away here. But we're now okay just to go with a powerful Spark. Start the 2-shot on that Heatran, because we can always pull it back and get it. And we might get it straight away while we can, because we need to get a 2-prizer. Helps thin the deck. I would be shocked if you didn't stamp me here, but if you don't, I can great capture, get rid of a couple of Pachirisu at the same time. And setting up another Pikachu. And hopefully poke gearing into something good. So you're going to run away here. No, you're just going to Steaming Stomp. Alright, well that means I can't thin the deck nicely. We're attacking with you this turn no matter what. Got the Cynthia. So Pikachu down, Raichu down. I don't even know what this gets me that helps Elms. I'm gonna burn this and keep the Cynthia in hand. I'm just gonna burn this. Although we can't Engie attach this turn. I just made a mistake. Because can we get the KOs after this? I don't think we can. I just misplayed and lost the match. Ooh, unless I do have E-powers to stay in it. I needed to Cynthia there. Because I'm only hitting for 100 right now. Which means I'm hitting for 80 on the next one. There's one E-power. I desperately need these now. So what I need... So frustrated myself for doing that. Got too obsessed with holding the hand. So I go down to 4 Engies left in play. the bare minimum, really. We have the Cynthia to hopefully find more E-powers. So 4... I don't actually have the attack next turn necessarily. Victini's a good little attacker for you. So 80. I need 2 E-powers. And a lightning energy. In fact, I just need the lightning energy. That's what we're desperate for. We need that lightning energy this turn. We got double E-power. I think we just burn both E-powers because the lightning energy is just way too important right now. So it's that down. That down. We can't thin any harder. So Cynthia, find me that lightning energy, please. Yes, good. Alright, lightning energy. We'll definitely run the stamp now. We've even got the Electros in hand, which is really good. How many times am I going to misplay this match? I put it to the wrong guy. I put it to the wrong guy. So now we need to hope on a heads coin flip. Oh, I'm frustrating myself. We had the heads coin flip. Now you've got to have a switch. All because I put it to the wrong guy. It's supposed to be to the Raichu. So now I've got to hope that's enough to not allow you to get an escape board to get out of this. If you get another escape board, we're in big trouble. Oh, the misplays this match. They are killing me. Can't afford you to get a skateboard or a switch. Both just kill me. So the question is, did you get that? The upside is if I do manage to get away with it, which I'll be shocked, is I'll have 2 Raichus ready to roll and the Electros isn't really needed. Elms, I mean that's not a skateboard or switch. Oh, we got away with it. We got away with it. That is massive, that getting away with that. We'll just quickly Nuzzle gathering ourselves. Go and pull all these out. Nuzzle gathering ourselves. Alright, and then Powerful Spark. Being the perfect number. Get another E-power. And now we have the attacker ready to roll, and the NG in hand at this stage. You got 4 Pidgeotto. Man, we've even got the eel that we can come in and finish on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 5's enough anyway. To smack that Victini out. So, I feel like we got very lucky there and got out of jail. And I mean big time out of jail. With some major misplays. Unless there's something else coming that I don't know about. And I feel like there probably isn't. No. So I think we had it from there. I don't know what you were digging to try and get out of, but that coin flipper head was massive on saving me from NG attaching to the wrong Pokemon. But yeah, GG's. And it is time to rate this deck, and it's going to be really hard to rate it because I'm really just quickly getting this video together as quickly as I can, with the Cosmic Eclipse only dropping like 2.5 hours ago. So yeah, just quickly chuck this deck together, got some games in with it, and I'm super keen to continue playing with this Raichu. Super keen to put the second build idea I've got with this as well. So yeah, really keen to continue playing with the Raichu, so take what the ratings as you will. I do think it's going to struggle against non-GX matchups, especially if they get the first KO, which they're likely to do because you do have to set up with the Pachirisu, and if they're consistent enough they can take us out every single turn, we're in a lot of trouble. I guess one of our saving hopes is hoping they can't hit 150, a lot of decks can now, even non-GX decks, that we might be able to last a shot with the Electros and swing it that way. That's an idea, or that they miss at some point, or they don't even get the KO on the first shot, which allows us to swing in with the Raichu straight away. I guess that's our main hopes. But we do love like GX decks, that's really what we're after. We hate Spell Tag because we just got so many Pokemon that they can take out with that. But that's my early feel with matchups with this deck. In terms of damage output, we do have the potential to one-shot absolutely anything in the game with a powerful Spark if we get enough Lightning Energy into play, plus we can fix numbers up with the Electro Power quite nicely. It's also got huge Dedenne sniping potential with the Great Catcher as well, so we can try and get extra prize cards and win that prize card swing. So yeah, the damage output of this and damage potential of this, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. As for the defense, we're just a 1 prize card trade deck. There's nothing special other than that with the defense, and for 1 prize card trade decks, I like to give them a 7 out of 10. As for reliability, I've only played 7 games of it, so take this rating as you will, but the Nuzzle engine is just amazing to be able to get anything that you want, and being able to recycle attackers as well. It's just like, it's super smooth. I really like the feel of this deck through the first 7 games I've had with it, and I'm looking forward to continue playing with it. So for reliability, at this stage I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, but like I said, there's a lot of games to still play with this deck. So overall, what do I think? Well, I love that this card's in the format now. It's a great little budget card and it's super fun to play. It might not, form the best deck in the format, and probably far from it, but I love this guy. He's just a super fun guy to play and just super competitive, and yeah, worth checking out and worth having a little bit of fun for. So overall, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.